You've got quarters down the side, you've got cities across the top, and right here in this corner cell, you need two labels. One cell, two meanings. Today, I'll show you a few simple ways to make this one cell look like it's split into two parts without breaking Excel or your sanity. So, let's look at what we have. Down the left side, we've got Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Across the top, we've got Chicago, Berlin, Tokyo, and Sydney, and the big title says quarterly revenue. But right here, this top left corner cell, it's kind of empty. Ideally, this cell should explain that the rows are quarters and the columns are cities. But Excel only gives us one cell to work with. So instead of actually splitting it, we're going to make it look split. This is the cleanest and safest method, especially if you're sharing this file. Click into the empty cell above Q1 and to the left of Chicago. First, type the word that describes the rows. In this case, type cities. Now hold down Alt and press Enter. This moves your cursor to a new line inside the same cell. On the second line, type quarters. So now you've got both words in one cell stacked. Next, go up to the Home tab, open the Borders menu, and click More Borders. You'll see a bunch of options, but don't let that scare you. First, I want to make the line thicker, so I will click this line style. Then click the diagonal border that goes from the top left to the bottom right. Leave everything as default. Click OK. Now the diagonal line is there, but the text probably looks a little messy. That's normal. Click back into the cell and align the cell to the left. Alright, now use the spacebar to gently push cities toward the upper right corner. Yes, it's a manual solution. Yes, it works perfectly anyway. Once it looks good, press Enter. Now that single cell clearly explains both directions of the table. Let's say you don't like diagonal lines, or maybe you want something different. Here's another option. First of all, let's remove the diagonal line. Then remove the spaces in front of the word cities. Great! Now go to the Insert tab, click Shapes, and choose a straight line. Draw the line across the middle of the cell. It probably won't look great at first. That's fine. Click the line and change the color so it matches the table borders. Then make the line slightly thinner so it blends in. You may need to adjust the column width, adjust the row height, nudge the line slightly. Holding Shift while resizing helps keep it straight. Then go back into the cell and use spaces to place one word above the line and the other below. This works, but there's a catch. Because the line is a shape, it can shift slightly on different screens or computers. So this method is okay for quick work, but not ideal for sharing. If you like, you can delete the line and leave this text wrapped. There's no border and no shape, just spacing. It's clean and simple, but it only works well if your layout won't change much later. This is important, so I'll say it clearly. You did not split the cell. Excel does not allow cells to be split into two separate cells. All of these methods are visual tricks. That's why the diagonal border method is usually the best. It stays in place no matter who opens the file. If this helped you make your table cleaner and more professional, hit like and subscribe. By the way, if you want more Excel tips like this, I have a free Excel course with 30 simple, practical tips for beginners. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.